One woman is dead and her wife is in custody. Police say she shot her wife during a fight. As emergency crews were on their way, dispatchers were on the phone trying to help save the woman who was shot. When police arrived, the woman met them at the door and surrendered. When it comes to domestic violence, it has no boundaries or barriers. It can impact anyone regardless of age, race, gender, or sexual orientation. But much of the domestic violence awareness movement focuses solely on heterosexual relationships. Members of the LGBTQ community say they do not feel seen or heard.
Was it worth losing me? Was it worth losing myself?
Reflection is powerful. Just ask Michael Gutierrez, a survivor of domestic abuse.
It is very hard, to make that detachment from someone that you love.
About a year ago, Michael ended a 3-year relationship with his then boyfriend because of intimate partner abuse.
How it happened and how it all formed was me allowing it to happen and me not recognizing the signs. I felt like a bunch of people couldn't intervene in between that because they seen it as, and they kind of just respected it as two different males. It was like you don't come in between two guys, and instead of actually seeing it as a relationship. I felt really helpless during the time.
It wasn't until the cops were called because of a violent altercation Michael got word of domestic violence resources for members of the LGBTQ community from a responding Houston Police Department officer.
One of the officers came up to me and they had introduced me to the Montrose program.
I help people who are fleeing domestic violence.
Angelique Setchel is the anti-violence program specialist at the Montrose Center.
The perception is there are fewer resources for same-sex couples experiencing domestic violence. Is that reality?
It is reality. There are limited resources for domestic violence people in general who've experienced domestic violence, but even more so for the community. Because of the fact that there's a lot of people in the community that don't have a lot of support, they end up on the street because their family are not okay with them being a part of the community.
Angelique says shelters in Houston, including domestic violence shelters, are LGBTQ friendly, but
as soon as you say, oh, it's a gay man or it's a trans person, then they're all of a sudden you can just kind of just hear the change in their voice, in that, well, let me check. And then, of course, they come back and say, oh, we don't have any availability.
Another unique obstacle members of the LGBTQ community are faced with during domestic abuse is outing, threatening to reveal a partner's sexual orientation, which reduces the likelihood that person will seek help, according to the National Coalition Against Domestic Violence. Nearly 42% of lesbian women and 61% of bisexual women have experienced rape, physical violence, and/or stalking by an intimate partner, as opposed to 35% of heterosexual women. 26% of gay men and 37% of bisexual men have been victimized in comparison to 29% of heterosexual men. Experts say fewer gay men report domestic violence and reach out for help. Black and brown people within the LGBTQ community are more likely to experience physical intimate partner violence, while white people within the community are more likely to experience sexual violence.
Putting myself.
As for Michael, his journey of self-help has led to self-love.
I have to be my own man before I can let somebody else be my man.
KPRC2 is committed to bringing you resources that are available to anyone who may be going through domestic violence. All you have to do is search domestic violence on our website, click2houston.com.